that white lives matter. I don't think, in my opinion, that he probably should have said that as a black person.
Thank you. What do you think, Joshua?
So,
Yeah.
so the shirt probably wasn't. I'll just talk about the shirt. I'll start off with that first. I think Kanye is really good. He is better than anybody else in this country
And
at
marketing
getting
himself.
everybody to pay attention.
So then maybe he doesn't have a psychological problem. He's marketing himself really well.
When I listen to Kanye talk, if you actually listen, a lot of people don't listen to him anymore. They've completely tuned him out for whatever
I've been watching
reason.
him on these
If you
podcasts.
listen to everything he has to say, why does anybody, I say, are they telling the truth or are they flat out telling a lie?
Yeah.
A lot of times when you listen to Kanye, I'm like, this sounds reasonable to me. You got to think about where he's at right now. Kanye's net worth right now is over $6 billion or more.
We can't even feel it
Consider his stake in Adidas
Yeah.
right now. So here's the thing: everybody else that's ever made it to Kanye's level has been behind closed doors. You're actually seeing a black man who's never one of the few in history that have reached this level of influence and wealth, actually put everything in front of you, and it looks. We don't know what to do with this. He's saying that there are people blocking him off from factories, from production. They're stealing his intellectual property. We've seen that before. Does anybody think that Adidas is not stealing his intellectual property? Do we not? I go on Amazon, all the shoes look like Yeezys. I go to Walmart, they have
Easy, like,
yeah. When you go to Target, all everybody, they look like bums out there.
Yeah.
Everybody says, oh, Kanye's got those folks look like bums. Now you go to Target, all the clothes look like that.
You're right.
Everything looks like what Kanye's already produced. So it's kind of like when he says these things, these people are working against him. These different movements are working against him politically and through all these other levels. We're like, man, how is this guy going through these things? We don't believe it, but the fact is we've never seen it before. So when Kanye's being controversial, we tend to respond, I think, to an extent, the way the media tells us to respond. When he was controversial, when he said George Bush doesn't care about black people, we loved it.
Yeah. So
We
last
absolutely
question.
loved it. And the country condemned him.
Oh, that's true.
They got him off of all the networks. They were begging for an apology. George Bush had to come out and make a statement. We loved it. Now he's controversial in other places. We absolutely
I mean,
hate
he
it.
actually made Taylor Swift famous. Kanye West.
Should I retract the
Yeah.
interruptment
But I want to
statement
ask
though that
one
I'm
question.
wondering? I don't want to be that person that. I don't want to talk about Kanye West's mental health, so I do want to retract that. Like,
Okay.
because like he did make a point.
Yeah.
He's behind closed doors, behind doors that we've never been behind before.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to be a conduit in even talking about his mental health. Because for all we know, he may not even be going through mental health. He's just going through a whole lot of stress.
That's true.
The man,
Absolutely.
like he said, nobody in our community has ever reached that wealth or
Oh, that's
influence
right.
ever. So I want to retract that.
Okay, well, thank you. You know what? We're going to be finishing, and we can go on forever. You know, so much to unpack. But I did want everyone here to give us something, a nugget to give to the world, to drop a gem. So I'm going to ask Cortez first. Going forward, I want you to give the world a gem about how a relationship can work through conflict and resolution.
I'm glad you gave me that first. So, I think I'm gonna have to pass because I can't think. Like, you put me on the spot. Cool. You did. I was gonna say I think a relationship could probably work through conflict and resolution just by, not giving up on your relationship just because you think that there may be issues. Unless there's something that's foundationally wrong. Like for me and her, we already had this conversation. You cheat on me, I'm done. Like, that's it. But anything outside of that, we can work through. It doesn't matter if it's, we're having issues or, there's foundational issues in regards to the kids and things of that nature. I'm gonna work through those issues. And if it's something that we can't work through, then you may as well just put on your city shoes
Yeah.
and get ready because we're gonna be sitting here for a while to figure it out.
But I got a question. If you cheated on her, would you expect her to forgive you?
That's up to her.
Okay. Would you expect it?
I wouldn't expect it, but also wouldn't. I'm not out here cheating.
I don't think you are.
No, I'm just
It's a
saying.
deal breaker for him. I don't think that's. I mean, I'm not
So
gonna
for her,
really say
it's
anything.
a-
It might not be a deal breaker for me. We can
Oh,
just
okay.
say that.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say that's something that we discussed, prior to. But for me, that is the deal breaker for me. Like if she cheats on me, I'm done.
I wonder what that
Okay,
is
so-
about with men. Men,
Yeah.
It's more of a pride thing.
So
Yeah.
my question to Alice is, I want you to give a gem to the world of how, as a mother, you can help your children succeed at giving them positive affirmations.
So I teach, I think it's important to teach my kids and myself to really control my emotional life, my thoughts. I think 75% of my problems are inside of my own head. And so, kind of encouraging my kids by saying positive things to them, uplifting them, praying, affirmations, and also with myself, like, if I have a concern with my husband, I think I've already played out the concern and did all this in my head, and I have to kind of rein it in and be like, pause,
Yeah,
it's gonna be okay. Don't bring all this extra emotion
yeah.
when, relating to my husband, when really all he might need is like a hug or, some
Yeah.
physical intimacy.
Okay.
And I'm, but we'll go there.
Okay. And Clay, I'm gonna ask you, because you are single, what would you like to say to African American women, drop a gem that, to give them some positive affirmation so they don't have to feel like they have to try so hard to be so tough?
Well, I don't have any gems to drop. I'm joking. I'm kidding. Inside joke.
Okay.
But yes, just for full disclosure, this is a provocative episode, and I love black women. I desire a beautiful black woman. So let's just get that clear before people say, "Oh, we said bad bitch and quote unquote and all that." But everyone who knows me knows my heart, just like Jesus.
Yeah.
God knows my heart. You know my heart.
So what would you?
But I would say that what was the question again? Go ahead.
What would you say
I'm all about context.
to black women out
Yes.
there? Because, when you look at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, it's almost becoming like Playboy. It's like
Yeah.
men are getting free view of everything, and they're not. I don't even think they even value themselves. And women, black women are queens. They should feel
Absolutely.
valuable.
Yes. So
and
yes.
they don't need to do all that. So,
Yes.
what would you say to let them know that that's unnecessary?
Just be you. Where's the camera? Be you. That's all you got to be. I mean, I hear these talks about lace fronts. I don't even know what a lace front is. But just be whatever your natural self is. Just be your best authentic self every day. Don't matter how many degrees. You can have more degrees than the thermometer, like Bishop T. Jakes always says. What is your character? That's what I look for the most, because there's good women who's an Kappa Alpha from Howard, A&T, Central, who still got issues in their head. They all fucked up. So it's just so to me it's just all about find yourself, be healed. If you have issues with your daddy and mama, go to Jesus about it. Because I need to go to Jesus too all the time. So that's all. I want all of us to succeed, and we all need to find a place in equilibrium of healing so we can all prosper together. So the main message is just be you, be your absolute best, and just be open-minded to new possibilities. So don't allow yourself to be boxed in.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Now, Jillian, because you're single, you're beautiful, you're doing your thing, you're in a relationship, what can you say to a king to make them feel that they are worthy in this world as a black man?
First of all, is that you are valued. We appreciate your efforts. I know society has always